Welcome to the Among Ourselves show with Pat Grattan and friends. Brought to you by Village Crier. Join Pat every 2 weeks for a new show at villagecrier.info.
Hi everybody, I'm Pat Grattan with the Among Ourselves show. And today we've got something rather special. Everybody cooks chicken, but the one that I am cooking today for you, or showing you how to make, is called an easy baked chicken, and it is. It's marinated, and then it's baked, and it's oh so good. I'll show you when we come back.
At HPH Hospice, we make moments that last a lifetime.
They were just wonderful. Everything was geared around comfort, not just for my mother, but for my father and myself and my children and my grandchildren. They took care of all of us.
HPH Hospice, where excellence in care is still a promise kept.
We're back and we're going to show you how to make an easy baked chicken. And believe me, this really has flavor because it's marinated. Now, you can marinate it for an hour. That's the least time you can marinate it. Preferably, do it the day before. Who doesn't like cooking the day before an occasion? Even when you're working, this would be perfect for you to just throw in the oven because it doesn't take that long to cook. It really doesn't. We've got a temperature, an oven temperature of 425. Normally, we cook chicken at 350 or thereabouts. So you can tell this is cooked quickly, but let's make the marinade up first. All right, the first thing that I'm going to do is put in some olive oil, and I want 3 tablespoons of olive oil. It calls for 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. That's what I've got in here. I'd put 3 or 4 even. Okay. Because I like soy sauce. And we've got 2, well, maybe 3, maybe 4 cloves of garlic. I mean, we put a lot of garlic in here. But again, it's to your own taste. It calls for 2 cloves of garlic to be crushed. Actually, it calls for 2 teaspoons of garlic. That's what it calls for. This is a tablespoon of brown sugar, light brown sugar. Okay. And 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. And you need 4 teaspoons of shallots. These are shallots. I think that we took 4 shallots and just chopped them up because they're good. They taste good. Now, you know yourself that you can replace the shallots with onion if you need to. All right, now, all we're going to be doing is mixing this up. Now, I've got 8 pieces of chicken, which is 1 chicken, that we've cut up into the plastic bag. And I'm just going to pour it over. It doesn't look like a lot of marinade, but it is plenty, trust me. Okay, and into the bag it goes. And then we're going to be putting it into the refrigerator and letting it stay overnight. I'll be back with a finished product of the chicken, but also to give you some of the potato recipe that goes along with it. Be right back.
It's Citrus Kia's 5th annual Invoice Off the Wall sale. You'll save thousands. Here's how it works. Click here, find the Kia you love, and buy it at invoice pricing. You'll pay what the dealer pays. You'll also get all of the vehicle rebates and incentives. Kia's been named Best Value Brand by Kelley Blue Book, and with any new vehicle from Citrus Kia, you'll receive your first year of maintenance absolutely free. All you need to do is click here, find the Kia you love, and pay what the dealer pays. Click here or go to citruskia.com.
Okay, we've marinated our chicken for 24 hours, left it in overnight, and I put it in the baking pan. Now I'm going to put some salt and pepper on. You could put it in the marinade if you choose, and I just as soon not. I just as soon sprinkle it over because I like the flavor of salt, but I don't want it to be too salty. Remember, we put soy sauce in the recipe. And as far as the pepper is concerned, fresh ground is great. This is faster, and we're dealing with time right now. So a little bit of salt and pepper. And then we're going to put it in the oven. Now remember in the beginning of the show I said it was 425 oven? Okay, now you're going to roast it for 30 minutes. And then you're going to baste with the marinade and flip the pieces. Okay? And then you're going to bake 10 more minutes. I'm going to tell you, this is the nicest recipe for a recipe that makes a flavorful chicken. It even smells good right now. That has, well, it's juicy. And it's great, and it's easy. Let the oven do the work. Okay, now while this is in the oven, I am going to show you how to make the potatoes that I serve along with it. All right, in the bowl. Now, to be a little fancy sort of a thing, this is, we just took a couple of potatoes, and I didn't finish with this, so I might as well show you how. We just taken, I didn't realize they were all done. Yeah, we just make a little strip right across, just so that it shows. And I use the potato peeler. My son used a knife. Use the potato peeler. It looks nicer, and it doesn't take half of your potato. All right? It's like we're branding the potatoes here, right? Okay. Now, I'm going to make the sauce, whatever you want to call it. Now, I don't measure. I taste. And here's the deal. I just pour olive oil into a bowl, and I put in some onion powder, and I put in some garlic powder. A little bit more of that, you see? A little black pepper, and a little bit of salt. And a little bit of paprika for color. There you go. Now the little bit that I'm talking about has to taste good. So I'm going to taste it. Perfect. Now, I also want to put in some rosemary, because these are rosemary baked potatoes. And all you do is take your stalks of rosemary and just pull them apart. Now, you can crush them up a little bit more by mincing them, but I'm just going to use a little bit here. Okay. Now, you let these stand for perhaps a half an hour. The longer you let it stand, the more flavorful these potatoes become. And these become beautiful. Beautiful little babies. And when you're making potatoes, I'm going to tell you, my mom used to make potatoes, boil a potato in a jacket and put it on my plate. I couldn't eat those potatoes today like that. They've got to have flavor. So, sorry, Mom, that I gave away your secret, but she did not like to cook. My dad liked to cook. My grandmother cooked, and that's when I started. All right, we've got them all set. They're going to go into the oven along with your. Well, I put it in along with the chicken, and it worked out well, because when you're baking potatoes, you bake them at a high heat too. So there you have it for your meal. And now I'm going to show you what it all looks like. Put it all together. We'll be right back.
At Pure Water Systems Incorporated, we offer the following. We are well water experts. Whole house rotten egg odor removal, whole house iron hardness removal, whole house calcium removal, whole house chlorine removal, and we are public water specialists. We have over 27 years of experience, and we are licensed. For more information, please call us today, 352-228-2200.
Hey, are you ready for dinner? I'm ready to serve you. I guess a piece of the white meat would be nice. Everybody likes white meat, and that's good because I prefer the dark meat, so my pieces are still left on the platter. And a little bit of potato to go along with it. And I'm going to tell you, this is a meal fit for a king. And it did not take you that long now, did it? Let me tell you that this is one meal that you'll be making again and again. Please do so. I'm Pat Grattan. Keep smiling, everybody.
Thank you for watching the Among Ourselves show, brought to you by Village Crier. Tune in for a new show every 2 weeks at villagecrier.info. If you have a suggestion, email it to Pat at boomtownmedia.net.